Ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment. This is your time. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more someday. The clock is ticking, and it's calling your name. The question is, will you answer? The idea that you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great is one of the most empowering truths about life. It's a reminder that greatness is not a prerequisite for action, it is a result of it. Too often we stand on the sidelines of our own dreams, convincing ourselves that we're not ready, not skilled enough, or not deserving. We look at those who have achieved remarkable success and think they must have had something special from the start. But the truth is, every champion, every innovator, every world changer began as someone who was unsure, unpolished, and inexperienced. They simply made the decision to start. Starting is the most crucial and often the most overlooked step in the journey to greatness. When we're at the beginning of something, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The mountain of challenges ahead can seem insurmountable. We think we need to have it all figured out before we take that first step. But the reality is, clarity comes with action. The path reveals itself as you walk it. You don't need to know every detail, you just need the courage to be God. Think about a child learning to walk. They don't wait until they have perfect balance or flawless coordination to take their first step. They just go for it. They stumble, they fall, and they get back up again. Each attempt brings them closer to mastery. In the same way, when you start something new, you will face setbacks. You will make mistakes. But those missteps are not failures, they are stepping stones. They are proof that you are moving forward, learning and growing. It's easy to compare yourself to others and feel inadequate. You see someone excelling in a field you're passionate about and you think, I could never do that. But what you don't see are the countless hours they spent practicing, failing, and improving. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master started as an amateur. The difference between them and the ones who never achieved their potential is simple. They took that first step. They didn't let the fear of imperfection stop them. Action has a way of building momentum. When you take the first step, no matter how small, it creates a ripple effect. That one step leads to another, and before you know it, you've made progress. Progress fuels confidence, and confidence propels you further. It's a cycle that starts with the decision to act. Waiting for the perfect moment or for all the stars to align will only keep you stuck. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The right time is now. Starting doesn't mean you'll get it right immediately. It doesn't mean you won't feel fear or doubt. Those feelings are normal, but they don't have to dictate your actions. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's taking action in spite of it. When you start, you're telling the world and yourself that you're willing to take a chance on your dreams. You're willing to bet on your potential. Starting also opens doors to opportunities you couldn't have imagined. When you're in motion, you attract possibilities. People take notice of your efforts. New ideas come to you, resources you didn't know existed become available. But none of that can happen if you stay in the same place, stuck in hesitation. Starting is the key that unlocks the doors to your future. You might be thinking, what if I fail? The truth is you will. Failure is a part of the process. It's how we learn and grow. The most successful people in the world didn't avoid failure. They embraced it. They saw it as feedback, not defeat. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a step on the way to it. The only true failure is not starting at all. When you take that first step, you're not just moving toward your goal, you're transforming yourself. You're proving to yourself that you're capable, that you're resilient, and that you're committed to your growth. The act of starting builds character. It strengthens your resolve. It shifts your mindset from I can't to I can. Remember, greatness is not something you are born with. It's something you cultivate through dedication, effort, and persistence. And it all begins with that first step. Don't let the fear of imperfection stop you. Don't wait for permission or reassurance. Your potential is waiting to be unlocked, but you have to take action to discover it. So start now, start messy. Start scared, just start. Because you don't have to be great to get started, but you absolutely have to get started to be great. Procrastination is the grave where opportunity is buried. It's the silent killer of dreams, ambitions, and potentials. It often creeps in unnoticed, disguised as harmless delay, rationalized by excuses like "I'll do it tomorrow," "I'm not ready yet," or "the timing isn't perfect." But what starts as a small postponement can grow into a habit, and that habit can rob you of the very opportunities that could change your life. Procrastination doesn't announce itself with grand gestures. Instead, it quietly chips away at your time, your energy, your chances until one day you wake up and realize how much you've lost. Every opportunity comes with a window, a finite period during which you can act. That window doesn't stay open forever. Time moves forward indifferent to our excuses and hesitations. While we're busy procrastinating, opportunities slip away, often never to return. The job you wanted, the relationship you dreamed of, the goal you were passionate about, they don't wait for you to gather your courage or find the perfect moment. They pass on to someone else who is willing to seize them. Procrastination thrives on fear and uncertainty. It tells you that you're not ready, that you need more time, more preparation, or more confidence. It whispers lies that make an action feel justified, but the truth is you'll rarely feel completely ready. Opportunities don't wait for perfection. They reward action, initiative, and persistence. When you procrastinate, you're not just delaying a task, you're delaying your growth, your progress, and your potential. Think about the moments in your life when you've procrastinated. At the time, it may have felt like a small decision. "I'll do it later." But when you look back, how often have you regretted those choices? How many times have you wished you had acted sooner, tried harder, or taken a chance? Regret is the legacy of procrastination. It's the voice that reminds you of what could have been if only you had moved when the opportunity was there. Opportunities are like seeds. When you act on them, you plant them in the soil of your life. With effort and persistence, they grow into something meaningful, but when you procrastinate, you leave those seeds unplanted. They can't grow. They can't bear fruit. They remain untapped potential, lost in the graveyard of missed chances. Procrastination isn't just about what you lose, it's also about what you don't gain. Every opportunity you delay is a chance for growth that you deny yourself. It's a chance to learn, to improve, to achieve. It's a chance to build momentum, to create something meaningful, to move closer to your goals. When you procrastinate, you're not just standing still, you're falling behind. Life keeps moving, and the world doesn't wait for you to catch up. There's also a cost to your confidence and self-esteem. When you procrastinate, you often end up feeling overwhelmed and guilty. Tasks pile up, deadlines loom, and the weight of unfulfilled responsibilities becomes a burden. This cycle creates stress and diminishes your belief in your own abilities. You start to see yourself as someone who doesn't follow through, someone who misses opportunities. That mindset can be hard to break, and it reinforces the very behavior that holds you back. The antidote to procrastination is action, imperfect, messy, and sometimes uncomfortable action. It's about doing what you can with what you have where you are. It's about recognizing that progress matters more than perfection. When you take that first step, you break the cycle. You send a message to yourself that you're capable, that you're willing to move forward even when it's difficult. Overcoming procrastination doesn't mean you'll never feel the urge to delay again. It means recognizing that urge for what it is, a thief of time and opportunity, and choosing to act in spite of it. It means understanding that the discomfort of starting is temporary, but the regret of not acting can last a lifetime. Opportunities are precious. They are the moments that define your path, the chances to create a life you're proud of. Don't let procrastination bury them before they have a chance to flourish. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from taking action. The time to act is now, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. When you stop procrastinating, you reclaim your power. You take control of your time, your choices, and your future. You open the door to possibilities that were once out of reach. You honor your potential and give yourself the chance to become the person you're capable of being. Procrastination is a habit, but so is action. You have the ability to choose which one will shape your life. Choose action. Choose momentum. Choose to seize the opportunities before you, because once they're gone, they may never come back. And remember, the graveyard of procrastination is filled with dreams that were never pursued, ideas that were never realized, and opportunities that were never taken. Don't let yours be among them. The longer you wait, the further your dreams drift away. Time is one of the most precious resources you have, yet it's also the most fleeting. Unlike money or possessions, time cannot be regained once it's lost. Every moment you spend waiting, hesitating, or doubting is a moment your dreams slip further out of reach. Dreams are not static. They don't stay in one place, patiently waiting for you to decide you're ready. They are alive, dynamic, and require your energy, attention, and action to bring them to life. Without effort, they begin to fade, eventually becoming distant memories of what could have been. Waiting is often fueled by the belief that there will always be more time. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow, next week, or when the circumstances are just right. But life doesn't guarantee us endless tomorrows. It doesn't wait for us to find the courage or confidence to act. While we delay, the opportunities to pursue our dreams begin to pass us by. The world keeps turning and life moves forward with or without us. The longer we wait, the harder it becomes to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to be. Dreams require momentum. They thrive on movement and progress, no matter how small. When you take even the smallest step toward your dreams, you create energy that propels you forward. But when you wait, that energy diminishes. The gap between your current reality and your desired future grows wider, and the effort needed to close that gap becomes greater. Over time, the dream that once felt vibrant and achievable begins to feel distant, even unattainable. Waiting also allows doubt and fear to take root. The longer you hesitate, the more you question your ability to succeed. You start to wonder if you're good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. These doubts grow stronger with time, feeding on inaction and reinforcing the belief that your dreams are out of reach. What begins as hesitation can quickly turn into paralysis, state where you're so overwhelmed by fear and uncertainty that you convince yourself it's safer to do nothing at all. Inaction creates a cycle that is difficult to break. The more time you spend waiting, the more accustomed you become to inaction. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, years have passed. You look back and realize that the dream you once held so close has drifted far away. You may even start to convince yourself that it's too late, that you've missed your chance, or that the dream wasn't meant for you after all. But the truth is, it's not time or circumstances that have taken your dream away. It's the choice to wait instead of act. Dreams don't drift away because they're impossible. They drift away because we let them. They require consistent effort and attention to stay within our reach. The longer we wait, the more opportunities we miss to nurture and rest them. The connections we could have made, the skills we could have developed in the body work you could have achieved are all lost in the passage of time. Each missed opportunity adds distance between us and our dreams, making it harder to reignite the spark that once inspired us. But there's hope in understanding this truth. Just as waiting can create distance, action can close the gap. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings your dreams closer. The key is to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because perfection is an illusion. The only moment you truly have is now. The power to change your trajectory lies in your decision to act today, not tomorrow. When you decide to stop waiting, you take back control of your destiny. You stop letting time away and start using it to your advantage. Action builds momentum, and momentum fuels progress. Even if the steps you take feel insignificant, they are still moving you in the direction of your dreams. Over time, those small steps add up, and the distance that once felt insurmountable becomes manageable. It's important to remember that your dreams are worth pursuing, no matter how far they may seem. They are a reflection of your deepest desires, your passions, and your purpose. They are a part of who you are, and they deserve your attention and effort. The longer you wait, the more you deny yourself the chance to live the life you truly want. Don't let fear, doubt, or the illusion of endless time keep you from taking action. Your dreams are waiting for you to reach for them, but they won't wait forever. The longer you delay, the further they drift until one day they may be out of reach. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have the power to stop waiting and start moving toward your dreams today. Time is precious, and the opportunities before you are fleeting. Don't let them pass you by. Every moment you spend waiting is a moment you could spend building the life you've always wanted. So take that first step. Embrace the discomfort, the uncertainty, and the challenge. Because the longer you wait, the further your dreams drift away, and the sooner you act, the closer they come to being your reality. Fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. It's a simple truth, but one that carries immense weight. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty and challenges. It's the voice in your head that questions your ability, the tightness in your chest when you step outside your comfort zone, and the hesitation that keeps you rooted in place. Fear can feel overwhelming in the moment, but it's fleeting. It fades with time, often leaving you stronger and more resilient. Regret, on the other hand, lingers. It doesn't fade as quickly. It becomes a shadow that follows you, a constant reminder of the opportunities you didn't take and the chances you let slip away. Fear is a barrier that often stands between where you are and where you want to be. It tells you to stay safe, to avoid risks, and to protect yourself from failure or judgment. But fear is not permanent. It's an emotion that rises in the face of the unknown and diminishes with action. When you face your fears, you strip them of their power. What once seemed insurmountable becomes manageable. Fear is temporary because it's tied to a specific moment or situation. It's your mind's way of preparing you for potential challenges, but it's not a predictor of what will actually happen. Regret, on the other hand, is rooted in what could have been. It's not tied to a single moment, but to the aftermath of action. It grows over time, fed by the realization that you missed an opportunity to create a better version of your life. Unlike fear, which fades with courage and effort, regret can deepen as the years go by. It's the haunting thought of what if, the question you can never fully answer because the moment has passed and the opportunity is gone. When fear stops you from taking action, it robs you of the chance to grow and learn. It convinces you to play it safe, to stick to what's familiar, and to avoid discomfort. But growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself, when you embrace the unknown, and when you take risks despite your fears. Every step you take toward your goals requires courage, and with each act of bravery, fear loses its grip on you. Regret, however, is far more difficult to escape. You can't go back and relive a missed opportunity. You can't reclaim the time you spent waiting for the perfect moment. Regret is the pain of knowing that you had the chance to do something meaningful, but you let fear hold you back. It's a burden that stays with you, a reminder of what might have been if only you had acted. Fear is temporary because it exists in the present moment. It's the anticipation of what might happen, not what is happening. It's often exaggerated, fueled by your imagination rather than reality. When you face your fears, you often find that they weren't as bad as you thought. The act of confronting them diminishes their power and builds your confidence. You prove to yourself that you're stronger than your doubts, and that strength carries over into other areas of your life. Regret, on the other hand, exists in the past, but its impact is felt in the present and the future. It's the weight of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Regret doesn't teach you resilience. It teaches you what you've lost. It's a teacher that comes too late, offering lessons you wish you'd learned earlier. And the pain of regret can be far more enduring than the discomfort of facing your fears. Choosing courage over fear is not easy, but it's necessary if you want to avoid the long shadow of regret. Every time you take a risk, step outside your comfort zone, or pursue a goal despite your fears, you're investing in your future self. You're giving yourself the chance to live without the burden of wondering what could have been. You're creating memories, experiences, and achievements that you can look back on with pride instead of remorse. Fear is a temporary roadblock, but regret is a permanent scar. The discomfort of facing your fears is a small price to pay for the freedom to live a life without regret. When you act despite your fears, you discover your true potential. You realize that you're capable of more than you thought, and you thoroughly open doors to opportunities that were once hidden by doubt. Life is too short to let fear dictate your choices. The moments you spend paralyzed by fear are moments you can never get back. But the moments you spend facing your fears and pursuing your dreams are the moments that define your life. Don't let the fear of failure, judgment, or discomfort keep you from living fully. Remember, fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Make the choice to act, to try, and to live boldly. Because in the end, the pain of temporary fear is nothing compared to the lasting weight of regret. Your time is a gift. Spend it intentionally. This truth carries profound meaning because time is the one resource we all have in equal measure. Yet it is also the one resource we cannot replenish. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you have achieved, each day gifts you with 24 hours. How you use those hours defines the quality of your life, the depth of your experiences, and the legacy you leave behind. To spend time intentionally is to recognize its value and make deliberate choices about how you use it. Time is precious because it is finite. Unlike money, which can be earned and spent repeatedly, or material possessions which can be replaced, time is a non-renewable resource. Every moment that passes is gone forever. Yet so many of us move through life as though we have an endless supply of time. We get caught up in distractions, put off meaningful pursuits, and allow our days to be consumed by things that don't truly matter. It is only when we pause to reflect, when we recognize how quickly time slips away, that we begin to understand its true value. Living intentionally with your time requires clarity. It means being honest with yourself about what matters most to you. What are your priorities? What brings you joy, fulfillment, and purpose? When you understand your values and goals, you can align your time with them. Instead of letting your days be dictated by outside forces or trivial distractions, you take control. You choose to invest your time in the people, activities, and experiences that truly matter. When you spend your time intentionally, you create a life that is rich with meaning. It's not about filling every moment with productivity or striving for constant achievement. It's about being present in the moments that matter. It's about connecting deeply with loved ones, pursuing your passions, and taking care of your mind and body. Time spent on these things is never wasted because it aligns with your values and contributes to your overall well-being. On the other hand, when you don't use your time intentionally, you proceed to let it slip through your fingers. Hours turn into days, and days turn into years, and you may find yourself wondering where the time went. The routines and distractions of daily life can consume your attention, leaving little room for the things that truly matter. Scrolling mindlessly through social media, saying yes to commitments that don't align with your goals, or delaying your dreams for someday are all ways that intentional time will rob you of the life you want to live. The key to intentional time use is mindfulness. It's about being aware of how you're spending your time and asking yourself whether it aligns with your values. Each decision, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture of your life. Saying yes to one thing often means saying no to something else. When you spend time on things that don't matter to you, you're taking away time from the things that do. Intentional living doesn't mean you have to schedule every moment or avoid rest and relaxation. In fact, rest is an essential part of living intentionally. The key is to ensure that your rest is purposeful and rejuvenating rather than mindless or escapist. Taking time to recharge allows you to approach your priorities with energy and focus. One of the most important ways to spend your time intentionally is to focus on your relationships. The time you invest in loved ones is some of the most valuable time you can spend. Whether it's having meaningful conversations, creating memories, or simply being present with those you care about, these moments enrich your life and deepen your connections. Another way to live intentionally is to pursue your passions and dreams. Time spent working toward your goals is never wasted, even if the progress feels slow. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you envision for yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment or circumstance to start pursuing what matters to you. Your time is now. It's also important to spend time giving back. Acts of kindness, generosity, and service to others not only make a difference in the lives of those around you, but also bring a sense of purpose and fulfillment to your own life. The time you spend helping others is time well spent. Ultimately, intentional time use requires self-discipline and reflection. It means taking a step back to evaluate how you're spending your days and making adjustments when necessary. It means being willing to let go of habits, commitments, or distractions that no longer serve you. It's about recognizing that your time is your most valuable asset, treating it as such. Your time is a gift, one that cannot be earned, bought, or replaced. Each day is an opportunity to live in alignment with your values, to connect with others, and to pursue what truly matters. Spend it wisely, because once it's gone forever. Live intentionally, and you'll find that your days are not only more meaningful, but also more fulfilling. The life you create is a reflection of how you choose to spend your time. Make those choices count. Success doesn't wait for permission. It demands action. It doesn't knock politely, waiting for you to be ready. Nor does it ask for approval or acceptance. Success is not a gift handed out sparingly to the deserving. It is earned by those who are willing to step up, take risks, and do the work required to achieve it. It doesn't care about your circumstances, your fears, or your doubts. Success is the result of deliberate action, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to your goals. If you wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, or someone else's validation, success will pass you by. Success is inherently tied to action. It requires you to move beyond thoughts, ideas, and dreams into the realm of execution. Many people have big dreams, but only a few turn those dreams into reality because they take action. Thinking about success, planning for it, or wishing for it is not enough. Success demands effort, and that effort begins with the decision to act. The first step may feel daunting, but it is the most critical because it sets the wheels of progress in motion. Waiting for permission to pursue success often stems from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success itself can paralyze you, keeping you stuck at inaction. You may find yourself waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to start, that you're good enough, or that the timing is right. But the truth is, no one is going to give you that permission. It's up to you to give yourself the green light. Success demands that you silence the doubts, push through the fears, and take action despite the uncertainty. There will never be a perfect moment to start. Life is full of challenges, distractions, and competing priorities. If you're waiting for the stars to align, you'll be waiting forever. Success doesn't happen because everything falls into place. It happens because you decide to take action regardless of the circumstance. The people who achieve success are not those who have perfect conditions, but those who make progress despite the imperfections. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Every step you take brings you closer to your goals, no matter how small it may seem. Success is not about giant leaps, but about consistent, intentional actions over time. Each decision to move forward, each effort you put in, and each obstacle you overcome builds momentum. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It rewards those who are willing to start before they are. Permission often comes in the form of societal expectations, validation from others, or a desire to fit into a certain mold. But success is not about conforming to what others think you should do. It's about following your own path and taking ownership of your journey. If you spend your time seeking approval or waiting for others to support your dreams, you're handing over the power to shape your life. Success demands that you take that power back and act with confidence in your vision, even if no one else understands it. Taking action requires courage because it often means stepping into the unknown. It means risking failure, making mistakes, and facing challenges head on. But success is not the absence of failure, it's the willingness to keep going in the face of it. Every successful person has encountered setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. What sets them apart is their refusal to give up. They understand that success is not about being perfect, but about being persistent. Success doesn't have a single definition, it's personal and unique to each individual. Whether your goal is to build a thriving business, create meaningful art, or live a fulfilling life, the path to success begins with action. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when the results aren't immediate. Success doesn't wait for you to feel motivated or inspired. It comes to those who take consistent action regardless of how they feel in the moment. The demands of success also include resilience and adaptability. The path is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Success requires you to adapt to changing circumstances, learn from your experiences, and keep moving forward. It's not about waiting for the perfect plan, but about being willing to adjust and course correct as you go. Ultimately, success is about ownership. It's about taking responsibility for your life, your choices, and your actions. It's about recognizing that no one else can achieve your goals for you. Success demands that you step up, take action, and create the life he. It doesn't wait for permission, and it doesn't come to those who hesitate. It comes to those who are willing to take bold, decisive action in pursuit of their dream. If you want success, you have to go after it with determination and purpose. You have to take action, even when it's uncomfortable or uncertain. Success rewards those who refuse to wait, who don't seek permission, and who are willing to do what it takes to achieve their goals. Your time is now. Take action, and let success find you in motion. The power to change your life lies in the choices you make today. Every moment presents you with an opportunity to make decisions that shape your future. While the past may have contributed to where you are now, it is your present actions that determine where you will go next. You hold the reins of your destiny, and the choices you make today serve as the foundation for the life you will build tomorrow. This power, though immense, is often overlooked or underestimated, as it resides in the seemingly small, everyday decisions that accumulate over time. Each choice you make is like a brick in the structure of your life. Whether you realize it or not, every decision contributes to the direction and quality of your journey. The way you spend your time, the thoughts you entertain, the actions you take, and the habits you cultivate all play a role in defining who you are and what you achieve. Change does not come from wishing or waiting, it comes from intentional, consistent action. The choices you make today are seeds you plant for the future. What grows from them depends entirely on what you choose to sow. It is easy to believe that change is out of your hands, that circumstances, other people, or luck hold more influence over your life than your own choices. But the truth is, while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. This response is where your power lies. Even in the face of adversity, you have the ability to choose resilience, growth, and forward momentum. By focusing on what you can control, you reclaim the agency to steer your life in the direction you desire. The choices you make today don't have to be monumental to create a significant impact. Often it is the small, consistent actions that lead to profound change. Choosing to dedicate a few minutes each day to learning a new skill, to improving your health, or to nurturing a relationship can set off a ripple effect that transforms your life over time. Conversely, neglecting to make intentional choices can lead to stagnation or regression. The absence of decision-making is in itself a choice to let life happen to you rather than taking charge of your destiny. One of the most empowering realizations is that every day offers a fresh start. The power to change your life is not dependent on your past mistakes or failures. What matters is what you do today. Each sunrise brings with it a new opportunity to make choices that align with the person you want to become. It is never too late to begin again, to pivot, or to correct your course. The past does not define you unless you allow it to. Your future is shaped by the actions you take in the present moment. The choices you make today require courage because they often involve stepping out of your comfort zone. Change is rarely easy, and the path to a better life is often lined with challenges and uncertainties. It may mean taking risks, facing fears, or letting go of habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. But every choice you make to grow, to push forward, And to strive for something better strengthens your ability to create the life you envision. With each step, you build confidence in your capacity to overcome obstacles and take control of your journey. It's important to recognize that the power to change your life is not about perfection. It's not about getting every decision right or avoiding mistakes altogether. It's about progress. Even imperfect choices, when made with intention and effort, move you closer to your goals. What matters is that you take action. The power lies not in the outcome of any single decision, but in the commitment to keep making choices that align with your values and aspirations. Your life is a reflection of the choices you make, and the power to shape it rests entirely in your hands. This power is not limited by your current circumstances, your background, or the opinions of others. It is limitless because it is driven by your ability to act. Every moment offers you a chance to choose differently, to choose better, and to take one step closer to the life you desire. The path may not always be clear, but it is yours to create, one decision at a time. The choices you make today have the potential to set the course for a brighter, more fulfilling future. They are the building blocks of transformation, the starting points of dreams realized, and the catalyst for change. By taking ownership of your choices and embracing the power you have in this moment, you open the door to endless possibilities. Your future begins now, shaped by what you choose to do with today. Make it count. Tomorrow is not promised, but right now is yours to claim. This truth serves as both a wake-up call and a profound reminder of the preciousness of the present moment. Life is fleeting, unpredictable, and often beyond our control. While we may hope and plan for the future, there are no guarantees that it will unfold as we envision, or even that it will come at all. What we do have, however, is the here and now, this very moment filled with limitless potential waiting for us to embrace it fully. The idea that tomorrow is not promised is often difficult to accept because it forces us to confront our own mortality and the uncertainty of life. It challenges the illusion that we have endless time to achieve our dreams, mend relationships, or pursue happiness. But within this challenge lies a gift, the opportunity to appreciate the present moment and to act with intention and urgency. The knowledge that life is finite gives weight to our choices and encourages us to live with purpose. Right now, this moment is the only certainty we have. It is the space where we can take action, make decisions, and experience life in its fullness. Yet so often we let the present slip through our fingers as we dwell on the past or worry about the future. We get caught up in regrets over what has already happened or anxieties about what might come, losing sight of the fact that the present is all that truly exists. By reclaiming the now, we free ourselves from the shackles of time and open the door to living more authentically and meaningfully. To claim the present moment is to recognize its value and make the most of it. It means being fully present, engaging with life as it unfolds, and savoring the experiences that make up our days. It's about putting aside distractions, whether they come from external sources or from within, and focusing on what truly matters. When we are present, we connect more deeply with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. We notice the beauty in small details, the joy in simple moments, and the richness of life that often goes unnoticed. Living fully in the present does not mean ignoring the future or neglecting responsibilities. It means striking a balance between planning for what's ahead and appreciating what's here. It's about taking deliberate action today to create the future you want, while also cherishing the journey along the way. When you focus too much on tomorrow, you risk postponing your happiness and fulfillment, thinking, I'll be happy when, or I'll start living when. But life doesn't wait, doesn't be ready. It happens in the now, and it's up to you to participate in it. The urgency to claim the present moment also extends to the pursuit of your dreams and aspirations. Too often we put off our goals, waiting for the perfect time, the right circumstances, or more confidence. But perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it can lead to a lifetime of missed opportunities. The right time to start is always now. Each step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals and shows you that progress is possible. Waiting for tomorrow is a gamble, but acting today is a promise you make to yourself to honor your potential. Relationships, too, benefit from claiming the present. How often do we take for granted the people we care about, assuming they will always be there? We tell ourselves there will be time to express our love, to apologize, or to reconnect later. But tomorrow is not promised, and the opportunity to nurture meaningful connections exists only in the now. By being present with those we care about, we show them they matter. We create memories that endure and strengthen bonds that bring joy and support to our lives. Claiming the present moment also involves letting go of fear and self-doubt. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can keep us stuck, paralyzed by inaction. But these fears exist only in our minds, fed by our imagination rather than reality. The present moment, free from the projections of the past and future, offers clarity. It reminds us that we are capable, that we have the power to act, and that our lives are shaped by what we do right now. Ultimately, to claim the present is to embrace life itself. It is a commitment to live with tension, to appreciate the time we have, and to make the most of every moment. It is about recognizing that our power lies not in what has been or what might be, but in what is. Each day, each hour, each second is an opportunity to create, to grow, and to experience the fullness of being alive. Tomorrow may or may not come, but today is here waiting for you to claim it. Use it wisely, live it fully, and let it be a testament to the life you want to lead. The time is now, and it is yours to embrace.